Monster Hunter Wilds. Here we are talking about the follow-up to Monster Hunter World. This is the next game franchise. It's a lot like the last game, but slightly improved graphics. A new mount that you can ride. You can carry 2 weapons.
Oh, man. Hey, can we change this? This is spoiling the game for me.
And the menu system is very... Thank you for interrupting my little intro here, Austin. Appreciate you. We're playing Monster Hunter Wilds. How y'all feeling about Monster Hunter Wilds? You loving it?
Sucks.
Oh, how many hours you got?
Take 2. I got fucking 2 hours. 3 hours.
How could you say anything
how could
about
I say
this
that?
game? Why would you even say?
No, the game's good, man. The game's good. Like I said in our first take, which unfortunately,
we're doing a second take.
You won't be able to hear it. Game's good. Game's fun. Gameplay's there. The story beats kind of fucking slow down the game for me. The last Monster Hunter game I played was on the PSP, and we all like linked together. I can't remember how we linked together because I don't know.
That's ancient.
Yeah, it's ancient, man. We all like linked together
old days,
on the old days, and
probably the same way as this.
yeah. So this is whenever I was like out on a ship, and I had a PSP, and my friend's like, "Yo, dude, you ever played Monster Hunter Wild? Oh, Monster Hunter?
You had Wilds back
Wilds
then?
back then." Yeah. I was like, "No," and like I fucking enjoyed the shit out of it just because of like we all grouped together, we tracked down this one monster, and we just fucking like beat the fuck out of it and unlocked cool armor and stuff like that. But with this one, I feel like because I didn't play the last one. But with this one, I feel like that's not possible because of the multiplayer stuff. And the story beats slow that down so much that it's kind of fucking annoying to play with friends on there. But besides that, like gameplay-wise, the game's fun, you know. I wish they would have went over a little bit more stuff for people like me that this is their first time jumping into it on console. Instead of the PSP version, but jumping onto it on console and explain a lot of things because I knew about a whetstone, right? I know what a whetstone does. I didn't know how to access it, so I was beating up on a creature with fucking 2 broken swords, and I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Like, what is happening? Where's my whetstone? And like, normally you can pause a game and find it. With this one, unfortunately, it's all online, so you can't really open up your weapon wheel real quick and grab. You know, or not, well, you can open it up real quick, but you can't really like examine it, look at it, and be like, oh, there's the whetstone. It's in my inventory right here.
Yeah, they kind of throw you into all that.
Yeah, they kind of just throw you in, and I have this frog like fucking eating my butthole, and I'm just like, cool. But the calico thing, is it calico? Is that
Calico.
Palico.
Same thing.
Fucking my cat. He is like super useful. He was healing me the whole time. He was putting in some work. I was like, shit, dude. So I didn't mention that last time or our first time recording this, but yeah,
he's cool.
Your little partner is pretty fucking OP in my own opinion.
You can customize him too, give him a little armor.
You can customize, like the customization in this game is fucking phenomenal. I've seen a lot of people do some crazy shit, but I don't have the time or patience to do that, so I don't.
I wish you could go back and because you can you edit any of your character?
You can't, but they give you on the PlayStation. I don't know if it's because we're like
PC.
Oh, same with PC. They give you 1 ticket to re-edit your character, but I don't think you can re-edit your.
It's a free ticket, and I assume you probably have to pay for it.
Yeah, pay for it after in the future. But I think you can just edit your character though. I don't think you can edit your cat. I think it's just one free
no,
ticket
you get
for
one
that.
for your cat too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, but yeah, like so far, like. I'm enjoying it. I want to dive more into it, so hopefully we can play it this weekend. But I think I'm only going to play this game with you guys because, like I said before, fighting up against one of these big-ass monsters or whatever is very difficult to do by yourself, in my own opinion, or I'm just not playing the game right, which is more likely that. But I'm having fun. You know, the gameplay's there. Just the story sucks. The graphics aren't like after we're at South by, right?
Yeah.
We saw the trailer to Death Stranding 2. And my fucking God, I just looked at Brett and I'm like, what is this? You know? It's just fucking mind blowing how
it's not Monster Hunter.
Yeah, it's just so gorgeous. And now we're here with the PlayStation 5 and we have this, and it's almost like PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3 graphics at some points, you know? It's just kind of like could have done a little bit better. But I guess I get why they dropped the frame rate and all that other shit on here just because you can have so many people in your party and stuff. So I don't know.
Only 30 on PlayStation.
No, it runs 60.
Yeah, it runs
Oh,
60.
If you put it on performance mode, it'll run 60.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
But it does like, it's. I think it runs almost like 1080p in a way.
I think it's better graphics than goddamn Gotham Knights.
Oh yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's better. So I think it's just more colorful, and then
Yeah.
out in the environment it's nice. But whenever you're in the lobby or something like that, you'll see like a lot of people walk through people or just walk into a wall. So
It is a lot more colorful for sure.
yeah,
I'm this game has got me way more excited than I thought it would.
no, you're kind of hooked, dude.
Yeah, I've put in about 8 or 9 hours to the game, and not a ton yet, just because I haven't had a lot of time, being sick and some other things, and then we got South by Southwest and stuff like that. But the time that I have sat down and played, I like really sunk my teeth into it pretty quickly. And I remember playing Monster Hunter World and like really enjoying it with like playing with y'all, but something about the gameplay loop of this one has really got me jazzed, and they've made a lot of like quality of life stuff a lot easier. You can get to the battles faster. You get the cutscene, and then you run out there and you get on your little secret, and then you can like run around, and like while you're riding your animal, you can like grab crafting materials as you're going. So you pretty much, as long as you're just grabbing stuff as you go, you're gonna have like a huge arsenal of crafting materials. Now later on, I'm sure there's gonna be moments where I need to get very specific items that will require me to do a little hunting for materials and stuff like that. But overall, it's been really easy.
They always have the grappling hook. Did they have it in the
that's
last
a new
one?
feature.
I feel like that mechanic, the grappling hook, could be utilized a little bit better than
Really?
just grabbing items.
Yeah.
I feel like I should be able to like
Monsters.
or monsters. I mean, the monster part's cool, but I kind of wish.
Well, you drag them down, and it's not like. That's the only thing I've seen. I don't know about y'all.
Well, I kind of wish it was almost like because you're exploring the world and there's a lot of high places. I wish there was points where you can grapple, almost like Batman. You can fucking, I mean, you probably can further in the game. Like I said, we're only 2 hours in, and a lot of it, like that first hour and a half, is mostly tutorial stuff.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Now that you have the secret and you can just run around.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Maybe.
Before, like you would have those. You would find places where you can swing across or whatever.
Oh, okay.
And wilds.
Yeah.
And world. Sorry, you didn't play world, but
No.
they had, because you were running on foot.
Yeah.
You'd find a lot of those
lot of those
grappling
things.
hook areas, and now they don't have that as much. Well, at least that I've seen.
I got you. I don't get me wrong. I really love the Seeker because I think that's a new addition, right?
Yeah.
I like the fact that you can, with the animal, you can set a waypoint and just do the auto run,
Yeah.
and he'll just like go to that waypoint.
Well, what people mentioned to me too that I would honestly didn't even think about, but when you're doing the auto run, you can get in your menu and like
And do
a bunch
modify
of shit,
stuff.
you
Yeah.
know, do your whetstone, like all that stuff can be done.
Ooh, that. So I don't know. I don't know if I'm doing this wrong, and I meant to ask this last time, but it just popped up in my head. Do y'all notice like when you're on your Seeker, there's like these like highlighted like fairy dust things going?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, I thought that was leading me to the mission, but it's not. It's leading me to something else. I guess resources.
It's supposed to be leading you to a mission.
It's supposed to lead you to the mission too, but sometimes depending on what's activated, maybe you're being led to like resources or something like that.
It's
That's
weird.
awesome.
Okay,
Yeah.
then it's probably a me thing. Never mind.
But it's a way. It's a meant to be your little like wayfinder.
like wait, yeah, okay.
Interesting.
Well,
Well, I've enjoyed it so far. I like that everything is streamlined.
How many hours you have?
I have about 3 or 4.
3 or 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, everything just seems more streamlined compared to World, which is nice. But I mean, you needed World in order to
have wilds.
You have wilds, yeah. So like having to go through that at the time, it was really awesome, and we put a lot of time into that. Brett, being you, and Travis and Joe.
I think I had like 80 hours in
yeah,
the
it
world.
was a lot of fun. We even, I think I got close to finishing the game, but I don't think I actually finished it. Did you finish it?
I actually didn't, surprisingly.
Yeah, there was a lot in that game. So, and then coming here, yeah, it's like you get into the battles quicker. You just get to the action a lot faster, and I think some people I've heard complain about that part because they like what Worlds was and how you got to traverse that. But I so far have really enjoyed the speed and the just quality of life changes, and it's nice to come back to something familiar like the gameplay with the insect glaive and a lot of the other weapons. So, and you get your new Palico friend. I love it. Everything's just been great.
Yeah. Yeah, the switching between two weapons I think is one that I don't do enough of, but I do appreciate because there was moments where I was like playing with a friend or whatever, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna change it up a little bit. I'm gonna stay a little back. So my alternative, I'm using the insect glaive as my primary, but then my secondary is the heavy bow gun. So I can like I've never used a gun in this game before, so sitting back with a gun and just like unleashing damage from afar was kind of cool. And then as long as everything else is taking aggro, then I'm like, in a good spot. But it was nice to have that variation.
Yeah, I just got the ability to carry a second weapon, but you just carry it on your little bird horse, right?
It's on your secret, yeah. So you have to, in order to swap weapons, you call your secret, get on it, and it swaps once you jump on it, and then you can get back off of it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But I didn't realize that at first, because I was like, why does it keep calling the freaking secret when I'm like trying to switch my weapon? Because there's a button that says switch weapon in the corner. I click it, and it just like, it calls the secret. I was like, that's weird. But then I realized it's actually switching the weapon.
Yeah. It's nice you can do a lot of things on it.
Yeah.
There's just a lot in this game. Like even with your other weapon that a lot of people don't think about is your fucking bow gun thing that's on your arm.
Oh yeah.
You can shoot out fucking bales or stuff to stun the whatchamacallit. That's what I was doing with the spider most of the time, and then I finally called in for backup because I was just like, you know what? I don't ever use this. I always go in there and start swinging. I should start like figuring out this a little bit. So I'm still figuring out the game, unfortunately. Like I put 2 to 3 hours into it.
I mean, it's going to take you probably 5 or 6 hours to figure everything out.
Yeah, I feel like I need to pick a day because like Brett said, we both were sick. And when this game came out, I had work the next day, so I couldn't stay up too late and play it. And then we were trying to figure out the multiplayer, and like, I was just like, and then I had to work this past weekend, and then like it's just didn't have enough time to really dedicate into this game. But so far, like I'm enjoying it for first impressions wise. I mean, like I can see myself playing this game for a good hot minute.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the biggest negative is definitely the multiplayer aspect of it, which sucks because that's basically what this game is. But like the user interface is really rough, and then there's it's hard to understand where everything is most of the time. Everything's like piled into the options menu, and it's like trying to get used to understanding like where your hunter profile is to be able to like find your friend code. You have to go through like 4 or 5 clicks to get to that, and then syncing up with a friend. It's like you can do a private party lobby through a squad, and that lets you guys be in the same space together. But then you can't go on party runs together necessarily in that mode. I mean, it will alert everybody if you do like a post a quest kind of situation, but otherwise you're just together in that space, and once you leave the camp, you're not together anymore. So that's where you have to do an environment link, which the environment link lets you stay together in the open world area, but it won't let you do a quest. So then you link party. When you link party, then it notifies all your party members of like, hey, I'm about to do a quest, and then they can join when the time is right. But that's like another confusing thing, because if you're doing a main story quest, they can't join you until after they finish the cutscene.
Wasn't this an issue with the last one?
Yes.
Then why
that was
not?
the one thing I thought they would fix.
Yeah, like why not improve? Because if they would do that, have it
the squad
improved
thing
like
is
that.
new, I think, which is kind of nice, because I do like that we can like pull up once we're all in a squad together. And Austin, you haven't experienced this yet, but once we're all in a squad together, you can like load up the game, and instead of going into just joining a random lobby, you can just join the inner gamer lobby. Nice. And then you'll always see when we are all online, and you'll be in the world together. So once you're in there, if anybody posts a quest while you're in that same shared lobby, it'll work. And we can have up to 50 people in it.
Well,
so
isn't it like whenever you do a monster hunt or something, when you're about to fight it, it'll alert you guys that, hey, fucking Ducky over here is about to jump into a fight if you want to join him.
Yeah.
And hopefully I'll say yes, because I'm probably just it's not going to work out for me.
Not if you have cutscenes that come.
Huh? No, this is after the cutscene and everything. It's just like I'm fucking in it.
I was saying,
and it'll auto send out like, hey.
So don't join your party. Join on fight.
Well, you can join.
Is that how that works?
You never know. You can't join them until
I
on their
hit that
screen it pops up begin quest. So that usually happens after the cutscenes and all that stuff.
Gotcha.
And it says blue begin quest, and that's when it alerts your party members.
Everyone.
I see.
You can join now.
I see.
But
Cool.
it's really silly. But the second that pops up, it notifies the whole
Yeah.
group. If you're in the squad together, or if you're linked
I
party.
think you and Sarah jumped in with me, or
Yeah.
you did, because Sarah had to recreate her character or some shit.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So we were fighting the dinosaur chicken thing.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
But yeah, I mean, beyond the menu situation though, it's the graphics don't look. I mean, they're not amazing, but it's like 2 to 3 years old graphics probably. But I'm okay with that. We didn't talk any part in this video about the armor upgrade system and stuff like that. But every time you kill a monster, you unlock new materials you can use to craft armor from that monster, which was in the old game. But you were mentioning that it's confusing.
it's confusing.
The
Like
upgrade part of it.
Yeah, because like I did my best to like give the game a chance, which I'm still playing, right? But I wanted to upgrade my armor because I still had the chainmail stuff, and I see all these cool people with these cool armors. And I'm like, I'm really digging this armor. I wonder how to upgrade it. And I went to the blacksmith, and it had, craft armor and upgrade armor. So I clicked on it. It was just one tab. Click on it, and I see the armor that I already have equipped, and I figured, okay, I must have to click on it again in order to upgrade it. Click on it again. No, I just crafted another fucking helmet. And I'm like, well, that's not right. And then I looked into it, and it's just like, oh, you have to hit level 5 because I like Googled how do you upgrade your armor in fucking Monster Hunter, and then it's just like, yeah, you have to be level 5, and then you'll have a separate screen kind of pop up in that area to do it. And I'm like, motherfucker, dude.
It is confusing.
It's confusing because I was able to upgrade my weapons already. I was like, okay, cool. I can fucking, dick around with this.
Yep. Nope.
Nope. I'm over there looking like a pleb. Fucking.
Which is crazy because like I had more complication with the weapons upgrading than I did on
Weapons
with the
upgrading
weapons
is
changing. Well, because for me it's like upgrading your weapon takes a while to unlock the pieces. Like there's other pieces beyond just like armor from or gear from a kill. You need to get other things in order to upgrade to certain weapons. And the weapon tree seems smaller than the armor tree. There's less options to upgrade and move around and stuff like that. But once I got a hang of it, it wasn't too bad. And then like with the insect glaive, you also have the kinsects you can upgrade too and change those out for different buffs and stuff.
Because I know there's only 2 that I can pick from.
Right.
It's like healing and poison.
I'm using the healing one right now.
Okay, so is the poison just poison the
monster? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The other one heals them.
The other one, yeah. No, the other one brings health back to you.
Yeah, I was
I'm
like,
joking.
I'm gonna pick that one.
Yeah.
I want to see.
But I do want to try the poison one though, just to see if that does any
I did it
significant
before,
damage.
I didn't notice anything.
Yeah.
I rather.
Well,
I
you have to make sure you're sending your thing out to extract, because otherwise I don't know if he'll auto extract, but I sent him out.
Well, it kind of auto extract when you're holding the left trigger down.
Yeah.
For the insect glaive, because it like the insect just goes straight for the part that you're attacking.
Right.
So
right.
you get your 3 buff bars, triangle, squares filled.
Yeah.
Or filled real quick, and then I guess that does it. I don't know. It's hard to tell with how you're damaging them.
Yeah.
Until it gets pretty late in the battle, and then you see they're all scarred up, and you're like, "Oh yeah, I did that."
Yeah. I did damage.
Because half the time I'm like, "Are you even taking hits? Like I'm over here beating your ass,
Right.
You're still coming at me."
Yeah, that's why I kind of wish they had like some kind of small health bar instead of that little whatever the fuck we can't figure out what that is. Because whenever you lock onto a creature, you'll have this like heart rate monitor thing on the bottom left corner. And I have absolutely no idea what it is, but once it starts turning like super red, I'm like, I must be killing it, and then it runs away, right? And then
Sure,
it
it's not
runs
your heart
away.
rate.
No, it could be. Oh, did y'all hear about this though? So there's a scene in here when first time you're eating, and they pour this like weird cheese on top of this bread. Some fucking, I think over in Japan or China, they fucking sold out of all of that resource.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because everybody started buying it because of this.
Hey, it looks amazing.
It does,
The
but
cutscenes with food make
Yeah.
me so. Okay, I love Japanese games, RPGs, and stuff with food because, like, even Final Fantasy 14, whichever one that you had to go on a car trip with your teenage friends, like they would always like have food, and it's like picture perfect.
yeah.
I'm like, dude,
Talking about Final Fantasy?
yeah,
Yeah.
14, yeah.
yeah, 14, yeah. I was like, I love it. I love every single one of these games that do this for some reason. It is so stupid, but I love it. I don't know if it makes you hungry.
No, it does. It's cool, So
Just the time that they put into that is just like, all right, you didn't have to do this, but I appreciate that you did.
yeah,
So you're right, Jason. It is health related. The
duh.
monsters icon. Well, I mean, yeah, but I was just like, I didn't know exactly what it did, but the monsters icon and the indicates its heartbeat, like you said. Full health, a heartbeat will have large blue lines. As the monster gets weaker, the lines will get smaller and the pulses will slow. As monsters monsters get threatened or weak, the color of the lines will change from blue to yellow to red. Yellow or red lines means the monster is threatened and aggressive, usually indicating it's losing health and getting weaker. Red lines indicate a monster thrashing out, which you'll see a lot more of the monster as it gets weaker and the line of the heartbeat gets smaller. So
Interesting.
yeah.
That's cool. I wish it was a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And plus, the only way you can see it is if you lock onto the.
you have to lock on
you have
to the
lock
monster.
onto the
Yeah.
monster.
Well, I guess it's like a trade-off thing,
Yeah.
which is fine.
I do love the focus mode though. The having the new focus mode, that's a new feature. Previously you just like went up and like attacked the bad guys and stuff like that, but now you can hold down a button to open up a crosshair and you can like then selectively target weak points
Yeah.
and do damage to the weak points and
I
stuff.
keep doing this weird thing, and I'm trying to like constantly do it, but my guy goes a fucking ape shit bonkers and like flies around the goddamn monster, just tearing its ass up, and I don't know how I keep doing it.
Congrats.
Probably like an ultimate
I
combo or
guess I
something.
don't fucking know. It's so weird.
Because I think we have something similar to that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You do the like Attack on Titan.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
attack.
I was just like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah, it's like Attack on Titan, exactly. And I'm like, Jesus.
I don't know what came first because I'm pretty sure you can do the same thing in Worlds.
really.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the dual blades. But we do something similar like that.
Don't y'all ride the damn thing?
Yeah, we can ride it.
Everyone can ride. I think it's
Oh.
easier for us to get on it.
Yeah, because we can leap up and grab on and then start stabbing it in his back and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
stun it.
I guess I just need to like really focus in, and that's the main reason why I liked the PSP version a lot, because
Yeah.
I was with my guys there, and they would go over like a lot of stuff with me. But now since you
yeah.
guys aren't there, it's kind of like
Yeah. It's not as easy.
it's not as easy.
I will teach you, young Padawan.
Cool beans.
Yeah, I would just stick with one weapon for now, even if you had. I mean, you get a second eventually, but
Yeah.
I would just stick with one and get really good with it.
Yeah,
That's what I'm doing. I'm sticking with the dual blades because they look cool. So
dual
Like-
blades are nice.
yeah.
I got the lance gun with the shield. As my
That's what
And-
Travis is using his gun lancer.
Was it the whetstone like way back in the day? That was like an actual no shit resource that you can burn through.
Oh, I don't
could've
know.
Not in Worlds. Worlds, you had it in Infinite.
Okay, infinite. Could have swore it was like a
It was
resource
just like making health.
because you can either use that on the go. And I remember the weapons lasting a little bit longer than what they're doing now. And then you could either go to the blacksmith, get them fucking whetstoned up, or you can buy the resource. So if you're out and about and you don't feel like going all the way back, you can.
Yeah,
So
Maybe back then.
yeah,
yeah. But it's good. Yeah, Monster Hunter Wilds, it's fun.
yeah.
You can get past the menus, the multiplayer being a little challenging.
Yeah.
That part honestly should be better and fixed in 2025, but here we are dealing with clunky UIs for this. But I mean, I feel like Capcom has never been known for their like modern game-changing user interfaces, but the rest of it's great. Gameplay is great. So
Oh,
having
yeah.
a good
Last thing
time.
I need to mention was
Oh,
the
yeah.
shitty graphics on the
Oh,
PC.
yeah.
These guys got it on PlayStation. I got it on PC. And the first area, like beginning area before you go to the forest is the second one. And the desert is the first part. Everything looks great. There's a few pop-ins here and there, but like everything loads up fine and the graphics look amazing. Get the HD texture pack if you have it on PC. It really helps make everything more clear. And then, but when I went into the forest part, that's when it got like things were not loading up all the way. So there's a lot of like polygon looking structures, trees look blurry up close, and then even in your settlement, it's all the characters, everything in there is just not fully rendered, and it's just like, all right, I'm playing PlayStation 2.
sounds like you need to buy one of
Yay.
those 5090s, man.
Well,
Upgrade that PC.
Joe was telling me he had a 4090, and I was like, oh, yeah. Because I do have stutter, and obviously some pop-in.
No.
The stutter is not bad. It's just annoying. It doesn't happen all the time, but I notice when it does.
Yeah.
And Joe said he's been full graphics, playing fine, getting everything he needs. I'm like, dang.
Yeah,
need
same
to
with us on
upgrade.
that PlayStation. Yeah,
It's probably because I
PlayStation's
have
full graphics. So
Oh
it's
yeah,
great.
yeah, but you don't have fidelity mode
It's true.
at
Don't do
60.
I still.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's still
For this
fucking-
game, I don't think it really matters.
No, it doesn't matter.
Might as well make it look
It
as good as
matters to
possible.
me. But yeah, it's fun. It's a good time. Definitely recommend getting it. I mean, I feel like if you guys if anybody out there watching, listening is a Monster Hunter fan, it's really good. If you're new to Monster Hunter, I would definitely look up some stuff as you get into it because you might, again, I mean, to Jason's point, it doesn't walks you through things, but it goes by so like, for example, I was learning how to fish, and then I closed out the menus, and I was like, shit. Now, how do I pull out my fishing rod? And I had to go back in. You can go in the journal and you can like see old tutorials that have popped up, but you kind of have to dig for it. But yeah, it's good to kind of read some stuff, like some of those like before you buys and things like that, just to understand some of the nuances of how this game plays. Because there are some things that aren't taught very well. That would be helpful to know, like the heartbeat thing.
The heartbeat thing, yeah.
And use a controller.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
on PC and I try to use the PC keyboard controls. It is so confusing.
Yeah,
I
Use
can
a
imagine so
controller.
with a game like this.
Yeah, it's way more streamlined. I mean, this game was made for a controller, so
yeah.
in my opinion.
There you go. Monster Hunter Wilds out now. Check it out. PlayStation, PC.
Game of the year.
Yeah, game of the year potentially.
Potentially.
See what happens.